Right behind me is a two-row luxury SUV made by Land Rover. This is the 2026 Range Rover Velar S, which is the base model of the Velar. Now, the 26 Velar has a lot of features and is pretty luxurious, but should you go out and spend your money on it, and is it worth it altogether or not? In this video, I'll be taking you through everything about this vehicle, and let's answer that question together. Is it worth it? Now, what are the price ranges of the 26 Velar? Well, they start at $61,600, which is actually the one I got here right now. This is the base model Velar S, and this is the base trim. And they go all the way up to $85,000 for the higher trims. Now, this one I have right here, again, is $61,600 for the MSRP, but it does have an optional equipment package. Hopefully you can see it there. It's the cold climate package, comes with a heated windscreen, headlight power wash, heated front cooled seats, heated rear seats, and for an additional $1,400. Now, if you don't want that, you don't have to have that at all. And this vehicle with the dealer and destination fee comes out to $65,000. Thank you to Land Rover Jaguar of North Haven, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. Let's dive right into it and start off with the front. Now, the front here looks pretty simple, but actually packs a punch and a lot of features. So you have Range Rover all up in the front there. People are gonna know exactly what you're driving, as well as the typical green Land Rover badge off to the side. This is all airflow for that engine. But where's the radiator there? You can't see anything. Well, what this will do is flip up when it's on. Those little flaps there will open up so it can improve airflow to that engine. But when it's off, you want it to look nice. So they have a little shutter. These are LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, and yes, LED turn signals all in this piece here, connects all the way down there with a little diamond here. And that's your headlight washer. So that's on the additional $1,400 cold climate package, but that will shoot out a little washer jet and actually wash the headlights. It's pretty cool to see. I'll show you a clip right now of it doing it, and that'll get dust particles off the headlight here. Now, down below, you have little air pockets. So this will take air through the side of the vehicle to improve the aerodynamics. And there's even more stuff down below here because there's little dots on this side and it goes all the way through the front, and that's your front parking sensors. So if you drive up to other cars, humans, tripods, like my tripod there, it'll beep at you saying, hey, stop, no, don't hit anything. And it'll automatically brake when you get close to something because it doesn't want you to ram into anyone else. Now, you do have a front-facing camera there, so you can see the 360-degree view. And all the way over here, if I can move over, this is for your adaptive cruise control. Under the hood, this vehicle is powered by a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that you're probably expecting, what, to produce like 150 horsepower? This vehicle produces 247 horsepower and 269 foot-pounds of torque. Now, that is all going through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and all that power is going to all 4 wheels because this vehicle is all-wheel drive. And this engine gets 22 miles to the gallon in the city, 26 in the highway, for a combined total of 23 miles to the gallon. Now, the key fob of this vehicle is surprisingly basic for a Land Rover. So you got this black plastic there, the Land Rover badge on the back, and this silver trim all across the side. So it's a nice, it weighs a decent amount, so it's a nice piece to hold. You got lock, unlock, and then when you unlock it, those door handles come out, so it's kind of like a Tesla, and those mirrors will fold in and out with the lock and unlock. But then you also have some other features. So this right here is the weirdest feature that Land Rover has ever had. I don't know why they do this, but hit that, and now the lights turn on and off. So if for some reason you wanted your headlights to turn on and off with key fob while it's not on, hey, you can do that. And this button over here is you open up the trunk automatically. And so now you can just hop in and do your things in the back. Then you want to shut it, hold that, walk away. Now, there is no remote start on this key fob, but through the app you can get remote start. And there is one more feature with it. Not only the key fob works as hitting buttons, when you walk up to the car, the handles automatically pop out. So it unlocks and then you can just climb in. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it does it on the other way around. So if you walk away, see if I can get an angle shot with it, yeah, it automatically locks. I didn't hit a button. There is no roof rails on the top of the vehicle, but there is a full panoramic sunroof reaching from all the way up here to all the way in the rear. Now, the mirrors on the side have blind spot monitoring built into it, have turn signals on the side, so when you flash that, it'll show here, and that's your camera down there for your 360-degree view. Now, these are 19-inch alloy rims with all-season weather tires, and you've got the nice body paint here. It's not plastic cladding like other vehicles. So open up the rear door, and you're greeted to a pattern. What do I mean by that? Well, you have soft touch plastic up top here a leatherette trim piece here, plastic in the middle, leatherette trim piece here, and plastic down there. So plastic, leatherette, plastic, it continues to go down. Now the pocket here is enough to put a water bottle. Actually, you know what? Let's test this out, because I got a bigger water bottle here. Does it fit? And no, okay, kind of like that. So it could fit one bigger water bottle, but a smaller water bottle and some snacks will also work. You have two speaker grills here, down there, your door handle, and then nice storage pocket, grab handle, and a window control. The rear seats are made out of this perforated grain leather, which is real genuine leather all in the back here. They're pretty comfortable to sit in. You got a good amount of legroom, I would say. That's set to my driving position. I'm 5'8", not the tallest. So if it was a little bit back, you would still have legroom, but maybe not a lot. And then headroom wise, that's phenomenal. I have, what, 4 or 5 inches. So a 6 foot tall person can definitely fit in your headroom wise. The legroom might be a little bit tight if the person in front is also 6 foot tall. Now you have storage pockets on both the front seats there, so you can pull that back. 2 AC vents here. Both outboard seats are heated. That's in the cold climate package for the extra $1,400. 2 USB Type-Cs and a 12-volt cigarette outlet port to charge your phone. There is a massive middle hump in this seat, though, or in the middle. So when you're sitting in the middle, that's not comfortable. You're gonna have to man spread. So, and there's still enough room, I would say, for 3 adults to fit their legs there. A little bit tighter, but still decent. And then if there's no middle seat passenger, you got a pull down cup holder armrest here. It's pretty nice and squishy, 2 cup holder slots. And these seats do not recline at all. So it is just the one position, the way it is. Opening up the front door, and you're greeted to the same exact door as the rear. I mean, literally a copy from 1-to-1 with the soft touch plastic over here, the leather trim piece, the leatherette, plastic, leatherette, and plastic down there. The same exact storage pocket. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. That goes deep down there. So what you could do is if you want to put an umbrella in there, store it. And so when it's a rainy day, you just easily take it out and kind of forget about it basically. 3 speaker grills. So instead the rear is 2, this is 3. And you have your window controls here. So they're all 1 touch down, 1 touch up. Your mirror controls, and you have 3 memory seat settings. So if you have 3 different people that want to hop in this car, one person can have it set here, up there, over there, and you can hit that button, automatically adjust to that position. These are real genuine leather perforated seats that are super comfortable. They're heated and cooled for the cold climate package. So if you didn't have that, it would just be normal seats. They're power operated, both the driver and the passenger, as well as lumbar. So this does the tilt, the lumbar, forward and back. And look at, they're bucket seats and they hold you into place, your back well and your booty well. Turn the vehicle on with the push to start and you're greeted to a full digital gauge cluster. Now let's start with the basics here, because you have your miles per hour on the left side, your RPMs on the right side, then you have your odometer down there, your digital miles per hour right in the minute, and this image of your car. Now, I don't like that image of the car. I want to change that. We'll just go here, hit that little center button, and it changes to a directional pad. And what you can do is go to info panel there and change that to navigation, media, trip summary, 4x4 information. So let's say I want that. You're gonna have your 4x4 information right up in the center. But I don't like that either. I want these little side things to be changed. We'll go back to this, go to display layout, and you can change it from 2 dials to 1 dial to map to media or full driver assistance. So let's change to the full map, because I don't want any dials. I want the full entire maps display. So if you want to go through here, let's type in, actually if I want to do it, food, hopefully McDonald's comes up. Okay, it doesn't, but Dunkin' does. So that's one that everyone knows, Dunkin'. You can go here and it'll pull up your exact destination. So close that out. Don't have to look at the touchscreen at all. Just like know exactly where you're going. But again, you can do so many different stuff here. Display layout again, your media. You want your full entire gauge to be your media. I'm playing country music right now, so that pulls up. And you still have your miles per hour down there, so you still see how fast you're going. The steering wheel is leather wrapped. It has heating controls, which is right down there. You have paddle shifters on the back to change the gears manually. And then this little screen right here can be used through phone. This is a hotkey actually, so hold that, and it pulls up on the touchscreen different apps you can do. So you have a short press and a long press. So if I want to go strictly to media, let's say, I can go to AM FM settings, and I think you can type in exactly what station you want and set it where you could hit that and it'll go exactly to the station you set it to. This is your volume rocker up and down, left and right of the music, driver assistance. This is your voice commands. And over here is some of your safety settings. So it says adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring on the side, forward collision warning, rear collision warning, and if I put it in reverse, you have a backup camera with a full 360-degree view. So you have the back camera there, then side cameras if you want, and it pulls up a 360-degree rendering of your vehicle. Kind of like Need for Speed or video games if you like play video games and racing stuff. So it's pretty cool. You can see all around and exactly what is happening around. So if cars coming, you can see, okay, hopefully it doesn't hit me. And with off-road mode, and this is where you show you're locking your diff, your front tires, and I think you have a hill descent control if you want to go into it. Yes, you do. The touchscreen in this vehicle has wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. It is 11.4 inches and is curved, but curved this way, not that way like most devices are. But it makes it unique because as you scroll your hand, it feels like you're scrolling on a book or a page. Now, what does this touchscreen have? Well, it has a lot because there is no physical AC control buttons. There's no buttons really anywhere in this vehicle. So this controls basically 90% of what the car can control. So you have a home screen right here. You have your media, your compass, driving style, if you want to change to exactly what you want. So let's say you don't want the compass at all because do you really need a compass in your car? You can just take that out and it disappears on the home screen there. Now you do have side tabs here, which are basically hot tabs. So your driver over here, you can adjust the AC to your exact liking, and the passenger can adjust the AC to the exact liking, as well as your heated and cooled seats here. And what's pretty cool is you can do specific stuff for the seats. So if you don't want the back to be cooled, you don't have to. You just want your booty to be cold, or hey, you just want your back. You know, you can adjust exactly what you want, and same for the heated seats as well. So pull that up for the passenger. They can control their own thing as well. A lot of the apps here are just full versions of what you kind of have on your front page. Your eco data, 4x4, vehicle dimensions. If you wanted to see your exact vehicle dimensions, hey, you can do that. As well as seeing how far this vehicle can go in water. And all the Land Rovers are different. So let's see, this can go into 1 foot, 9 inches max of water. It's pretty cool if you want to. So then you have your 4x4 information. You can go and see the exact wheels, where your wheels are turning, the slope, the angle, and lock the diff if you want to there. And one more thing I do want to talk about with the touchscreen, there is a profile or account setting. So you can set different accounts in this vehicle. So if you have a husband and wife, you know, that get in this vehicle every other day, let's say, you don't want to go fuss around with, oh, one person has their phone hooked up to it, one person likes this music, one person likes this AC. So what you can do is set profiles and it will automatically adjust to that person's settings. So you hop in, hit your profile, and adjust everything that you want. Below the touchscreen, there's nothing really. You hit this and you have a wireless charging pad down there, which is pretty cool. You have a USB-C and I guess a spot for coins you could probably put in, or look at this is a Honda key fob that I have. Fit that in there if you want to. There's really not a lot you could put in there, and then close it back up when you're done. This is your gear lever right here. It's just push down for drive, one more for sport, up for reverse, and hit that P, simple for park. 2 cup holder slots, and you have this dual armrest situation going here. So one person can have it up, they could put in their hand, reach for items, or if you want them both up, they can do that. USB Type-C and pretty good storage. Above the driver and the passenger is the full panoramic sunroof, and you have a sunshade that connects all the way from the front here to the back, so if you don't want any light, but push the sunshade back, and you can see it goes the whole entire length of this vehicle. So you could it's like a safari. If you want to sit in the back seat or even the front and look out on the stars, you can do that. And if you want to hit this button up here, if you want, you can open up this sunroof completely, then stick your whole entire body out there. The rear of the Velar is pretty sleek, just like the front. Now in other vehicles, you'll see the front and the rear look completely different. They kept in the same line. So you have Range Rover badge all in front here. People are gonna know it's a Range Rover. Then you have LED taillights and LED turn signals in the back. That wraps kind of to the side here, so it wraps around the vehicle. You also have a third LED light bar up there, so when you hit the brakes, that'll light up with your roof spoiler, as well as your wiper blade. I don't even know if you could see that there, but it's tucked underneath. So when you turn it on, it wipes, and then when you don't need it, it goes away. Makes it look more flush and luxurious. Now, what do you have down here? Velar badge, and that's it. No trim, no S, no nothing, just Velar. Your backup camera right there, and down below you also have rear parking sensors. So just like the front, if you back up to other objects, vehicles, humans, it's gonna beep and automatically brake when you get close to that. Let's see, is there one? No, there is 2 dual exhaust tips down below. Now on to my favorite part in all my reviews is fitting in the trunk and seeing how big the trunk is. Other reviewers would just be like, hey, it's this size and move on. No, I like to see if I can fit inside here and see how many mats it could fit. Okay, if that little cargo cover there will work. So I could fit one, and then I could fit two, but this has a little privacy shield. Now you can take this out if you don't want, but what's pretty cool is it comes with it. So you could just snap it into place there and no one will see what's in your trunk. But again, take it out if you don't need it. Okay, I don't know if I can do this with one hand. So simple like that. Now you do have little cargo hooks in the back here to hang grocery bags, 2 on that side and 2 on that side, as well as a 12-volt outlet port to charge a phone in the back. So let's say if you're wanting to like camp out and just like tailgate in the back here, you can charge your phone while you're doing that. And then flip over to this side, do you have a little cargo cover spot? So I have a phone in my pocket. Yeah, that could work, like something like that would fit there. And if you even want more storage, you could pull these seats down. But I like how the middle seat can go down by itself. So if you press this little button, pull that down, you could throw a whole 2x4 in there. So you don't have to take the rear seats down and still have 4 seats that are usable in this vehicle. But you want, let's say, a shelving unit or something bigger, you just pull that lever, pull that seat down, do the same with this seat. And now you have this whole entire storage space. Again, you could take this out if you want to, but what I could do is completely lay in the back of this vehicle. Now for the deep question though, did Land Rover include a spare tire or a fix-a-flat? And they included a spare tire, so good on them, because other vehicle manufacturers are just going to a fix-a-flat, and I think a lot of people really do want a spare tire for safety. Now taking the 2026 Velar S out on the road, how does this vehicle feel? Well, it feels like you're a god. Like, it really does. You're very high up in this vehicle and it just feels big. Like you feel like you're the king of the road in this vehicle. Well, I did just get dwarfed by a GMC Yukon, but besides the point, you definitely feel big in this vehicle driving it. Suspension wise, it's on the softer side, and hopefully you guys don't go flying there, but when you turn this vehicle, you do sway left and right a decent amount. The seat holds you into place, but the whole entire vehicle does just sway. 0 to 60 is 7.1 seconds, so you step on it, and then you go. There is such a huge pedal delay in this vehicle. I don't know why that's a thing. I'm in dynamic mode, so like the sport mode, and it just step on it, and then go. It's like, what, a 2-second delay for some reason on it? Now, it does get up and go. 7.1 seconds, 0 to 60. Is not bad at all. 247 horsepower, 269 foot-pounds of torque. So it's really not bad in that space. But again, just the pedal, and even going low speeds, you really have to hit it to get it going for some reason. Now the comfortability with suspension-wise is phenomenal. You just glide over potholes in this vehicle, you don't really feel them. Again, you're in a Land Rover, so you get that quality, that nice, feeling to it. You just glide. Now you don't really hear any road noise in this vehicle, but you do hear engine noise. You step on it, you're gonna hear it. It's kind of faint, not gonna lie, compared to other vehicles, but you definitely still do hear the engine in this. Now overall, what are my personal opinions on this vehicle? I got a few things to say. So $65,000, that is a lot of money. That is not a little chunk, chump change. Like, this is a good amount. You can get 2 vehicles for the same price as this vehicle. If you go for a lower end, Chevy, Honda Civic, you can get 2 vehicles for this price. So is this worth 2 vehicles? That's kind of in your mind that you got to think about. And I will say this, the inside materials do make it worth it. You are probably paying a little bit more for that Land Rover name because, they price up their vehicles, and you've got all this nice interior materials. But if you don't care about all the nice interior quality and you just care about features and want just cheap plastic, maybe look at other stuff. But if you really like that interior quality, again, the full leather seats, the leather wrapped steering wheel, the nice leatherette on the side here, the whole entire dash is squishy, nice material. You're not going to be hearing any creaks and cracks anywhere like other vehicles are. So the fit and finish is phenomenal in this vehicle, especially the front with the LED headlights, the rear, the trunk even. Everything about the vehicle's fit and finish is just is bang on. It's phenomenal. And it drives like a cloud. Again, it's just smooth driving and you're just chilling. It's definitely a perfect road car, like a road trip car to take a family on. But the real question is, what do you think about this vehicle? Do you like it or do you absolutely hate it? And do you think it's worth the $65,000 or not? Be totally honest. Let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep updated with more content. And a huge thank you to Land Rover Jaguar of North Haven, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below.